Steve and Yanni here. We're continuing the muscle car crawl, looking for the build sheet, basically a treasure hunt in this gold 1970 Charger 500. Now keep in mind that 46,315 Chargers were built in 1970. Of them, 27,614 were 500s like this one. The special thing here is 25,000 original miles. Now we're going to explore inside this car looking for the build sheet. So let's bring in Nick Tapp, who's the general manager here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts. Nick, good to see you, dude. Okay, we're going to have you do the dirty work, and what we're going to do is look inside the seats. What we could do is, tear open the headliner or rip up the carpet, but again, this is an original car. We don't want to hurt it. So, Nick, if you would, go ahead and pull that seat right out of there. Now, this does have the high back bucket seats, which were first seen in 1970, mostly associated with Barracudas, Challengers, E-bodies. Okay, go ahead and let that rip, Nick. Okay, but they also appeared in Chargers in 1970. And as an SE, the bucket seats are standard equipment, as is the half vinyl, half leather. Okay, we'll pull that baby out of there. And again, we're in search of the build sheet. And in many instances, the build sheet will be found inside of the front bench or bucket seats. Luckily, on these, we can disassemble the seat. We'll set it right down here. And in the process of removing the back panel, now first up, we're going to look underneath. Sometimes you get lucky, and right down here, we'll see the build sheet tucked in, often sort of between the burlap and the springs. Not here, but you got to say, this is a beautiful, unrestored and very original car. Again, the burlap here, that's Chrysler stuff. And if you could smell this, you would also, it smells like a barnyard. It's a beautiful odor. But it does. So we don't have it here. Instead, we're going to find it there. So go ahead and get your Phillips head screwdriver and we'll begin the treasure hunt. Now, Nick, in the world of High Octane Classics, a specialty and muscle car dealership here in Auburn, Massachusetts, you guys deal with Chevys, Fords, everything.
Yes, there's build sheets and Chevys as well, Steve. Quick build sheet story of my own, actually from my dad. Probably 10 years ago, we bought a 70 Chevelle red off the original owner.
Super Sport or what type of?
L34 car.
Okay. Yeah.
Super nice car, but the paint was nice, but it just really needed an interior put in it. So we decided to do that. And we took all the seats out, didn't find anything, was a little discouraged. Then I was taking the carpet out, and it was actually right under the driver's side carpet. Stuck to the bottom. It was a little deteriorated, but we made it work.
Yeah.
It was definitely a nice find. And as you know, on those 70 Chevelles without Canadian paperwork or matching numbers, you need that to verify an SS.
That is so true. Mopars, we're kind of lucky because the trim tag and the VIN tell you at least what engine came in the car, whereas with a Chevelle, especially in 1969, 70, or 71, Super Sport status cannot be confirmed by any of the trim tag or any of that kind of stuff. So basically, to find paper in the form of a build sheet is a major thing. Now, Corvettes, it's known as the tank sticker, because at the Bowling Green plant or St. Louis before 1979, they would actually take the build sheet and stick it on top of the gas tank and then trap it inside of the car. Now, the thing of that, whenever the paper build sheet is in a place where it's exposed to the elements like the road or the water, survival rate is low. And same thing goes with carpets, because carpets generally tend to absorb moisture. So any kind of a build sheet stuck between the steel floor of the car and the jute backing will sometimes turn moldy and turn to dust. But on that Chevelle, you found a good one.
Yeah. Very lucky on that one.
Yeah, and that's the thing, never rush. I told the story in the first video here and also earlier on my 62 Dodge Dart police car about how I sucked half of the build sheet into a shop vac by working too fast, so never rush. Okay, drum roll please. We're maybe going to find a build sheet here. Let's see. Okay, all right, okay. Well, I'm not going to say strike two, but again, it would be sort of tucked in underneath here. Sometimes you can find them. Now, the passenger seat in this car is another option. We could take some time and explore that, but more often than not, it's the back seat where you're going to find build sheets. Nick, jump in there, buddy, and look. Now, this, of course, has a bench seat in the back. 66 and 7 Chargers would have 4 buckets, but this is a bench. And there's a little sort of a hook and an over-center latch in these things, and Nick's got this almost halfway. Okay, we spared you the monkey motion of getting the springs and the retainers and stuff out of the way. Okay, Nick, pass me that seat. Now, this is the horizontal cushion for the bottom. Now, here's the thing. Drum roll, please. Is there a sheet on the bottom of this? No. Okay, more often than not, in my experience, when you find a build sheet in the back seat of a Mopar, it's in the vertical, not the horizontal. So Nick, keep digging. And again, this is the original upholstery. This is a 24,494.6 mile car. Never restored, original upholstery, and again, being an SE, the front bucket seats actually have leather inserts on a Dodge Charger. Is there a tab on the bottom, Nick?
No, there's not. Unbolted, okay. So it should be. There we go.
Okay. There's one.
And now the problem we're going to have is the armrest.
The armrest. Okay. Okay, we'll cut for a second and we'll unscrew the armrests. And again, it's always something, right?
Yep.
Okay, progress.
All right, we got this last bolt.
All right, the armrests have to come out, but check this out. This car is so pure and original. It's never been smoked in. The ashtrays are still plated as they were in 1970 when this car was built. Okay, drum roll please. Nick, pass me that vertical cushion, rear seat. On the back side of this thing, if we're lucky, we're gonna find the build sheet, the DNA, the truth of this car, the thing that will add value, 10%, 20% in some cases. Do we have a build sheet? Drum roll please. And we always want to be very, very delicate with this. And the answer is yes, look at that. Okay, we have to cut away right now. We're gonna break, but we're gonna come back in our third video and take this out and decode it. Very special stuff, you don't wanna miss it.